attention to that. And that's also super important because it can cause muscular tension. Because if you've been singing one way, and this goes from you, say you've had like, you know, a night out drinking, or you went out to a sports game and you screamed a little bit more, and the next day you wake up with that kind of heavy fatigue kind of feel. I'll give like a list of things to look out for when you're looking at fatigue, because this goes with both sexes. But when you experience that kind of fatigue and you wake up and you're starting to sing like you normally do, and you're not getting the right sound, oftentimes your muscles will start to subconsciously move and do things that they wouldn't normally do when you're singing, because they're trying to overcompensate for the fact that your voice isn't doing what you want it to do. So you'll have a lot more jaw tension. You'll have a lot more neck tension. Sometimes you'll feel what I call the bullfrog, which is where it feels like your neck is kind of expanding slightly, like it's bloating out because the air is getting trapped. It doesn't look like, if you look at it, you don't see it because it's such a negligible amount of air in the grand scheme of things, but it kind of feels like there's pressure building up, kind of like a bullfrog. And that's usually a result of not having a solid airflow. So sometimes in that case, you might be really tired and they're just not coming together properly, and you're pushing more air in order to try and create a sound that you sound more familiar with. But in reality, you're just adding more air and you're not creating a bigger, better sound. Your voice is already tired, so it's backing up. The air is literally not being able to escape the vocal cords fast enough to create that comfortable kind of singing. It's starting to like get trapped behind the vocal cords, which increases your likelihood of vocal hemorrhaging, and it increases your likelihood of cracking, and also increases your likelihood of not being on pitch. So those things are all things that you don't need. If you're experiencing that kind of bloaty sensation, it's best to just stop singing for a second, reevaluate, and then try and lighten it up a little bit. It's